Hello, everybody. My name is Dante Mason, and you are watching Paradimez. And today we're going to talk about currency wars, trade wars, and world wars. Right now, the currency war that is taking place is between all these countries, and it goes on year after year, but it doesn't. The people, the citizenry of the countries don't really worry about it too much because the people that are the presidents of these countries, they pretty much negotiate, or they're supposed to be able to negotiate deals so we don't end up destroying this precious planet that we call Earth. Okay? But the problem is that there are very adamant forces in a lot of these governments, and they already had the currency wars. It's like, my currency is stronger than your currency. No, my currency is stronger than your currency. Your currency can't compete with my currency. Okay, fine. We're going to put tariffs on aluminum and steel that's being imported from these countries. You know, that's something that Donald Trump did in 2018. He put the tariffs on so that American corporations can compete. You understand what I'm saying? Instead of us being priced out of the market, it's like we had to put the tariffs on. And back in the day, that's what presidents did, so that we could maintain a competitive economic edge. But then they say, "Oh, it's all bad. It's all bad." It's not necessarily bad. It becomes bad when the trade war and the tariffs is like, okay, we're gonna put this many tariff, we're gonna put this percentage of tariffs on your country, and it goes back and forth. It becomes a problem when these countries are like, you know what? We're not gonna stand for the tariffs. We're not gonna stand for the trade war. And you try to make your currency stronger than ours to make our currency look weak. So a lot of times, and I don't even want to say a lot of times, seldomly, it'll end up turning into a world war. Now, there was was it the Bretton Woods Agreement? I'm not even sure. I don't even want to look this stuff up. It was some kind of I think it was some kind of agreement that was made in, I think, the 1970s, where the United States was supposed to protect certain countries and pretty much the world. We were pretty much the military arm of the world, hence the military industrial complex. And now what we have is countries like, no, like, we want to protect ourselves because, like, you're bullying us. And it's like, this was part of the agreement, though. It's like, how can we even hold up our part of the agreement when, like, you're going against us? We're supposed to be protecting the South China Sea and not allowing them to build these islands out of nothing, and these islands, and you know, we have them doing all other types of things that was never in the agreement. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, we should be able to have a conversation. We should be able to talk. We should be able to negotiate. But more and more, it just seems like we're getting closer to, like, an actual physical confrontation that can, most of the time, can always be avoided. Physical confrontations can always, most of the time, be avoided. So, like, again, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but the Bretton Woods Agreement was like, okay, China will control the economy. They'll be in control of the monetary. The United States will be the military force of the world. China would be the economic powerhouse and the actual industrial powerhouse. But the problem is like, now it's gone on for so long that now America has been gutted out. Our whole industry has been gutted out. China, on the other hand, they don't have the military capacity. I just found out that they're how do you pronounce this? The Chengdu J-20, which is their fighter jet that's supposed to go against our whatever 30 F-35s. And it's not even a comparison. As a matter of fact, I want to read this article, and it's from the National Interest. The reason why America's F-35 would crush China's J-20 stealth fighters in battle. So them starting a war, it wouldn't make any sense unless you did a nuclear war, and that wouldn't make much of any sense either, chemical, biological, because like the world doesn't actually have physical borders. You understand what I'm saying? So if it's biological, it's going to eventually come back around full circle and affect you. If it's nuclear, since all economies are interdependent on one another, the biological, chemical, yeah, but the nuclear, that would devastate the world economy, and it would end up having an not a direct effect, but an indirect effect, negative effect on the country that started the war. So it doesn't even make sense to start a war. Definitely does not make sense to do nuclear, chemical, or biological, and that's the reason. So they're saying, oh, we got our J-20s, and can they really compete? I just heard that they can't even get off the runway. So let me just briefly skim through this article. A family of systems gives America a big edge in the sky. The United States Air Force would maintain an asymmetric advantage over potential adversaries in the Western Pacific. And we already know, again, the Western Pacific, they have been getting more and more territory. They've been taking over more and more territory, which wasn't part of the agreement. So the United States, if anything, the United States should be like, no, you not supposed to be doing this. So it's like, how dare you? How dare you? You understand what I'm saying? Can we try to work something out? Can we have a little bit of your industry? You already, during the Clinton administration, we've already given them, we handed over the top, what did it called? Like, we already handed over all of the documents and the stuff. I want to say tutorial. That's not the right word, but the schematics and the diagrams and all of the classified stuff that was for the United States military, and they just handed it over. That's called a war crime, and this is what the indictment. Some people said it was 30,000 indictments. I believe that was back like a year ago. Now it's up to almost 70,000 indictments. And that's part of it, because a lot of it has to do with the war crimes, and that was a war crime, and it's inexcusable, and decades have gone on and nobody has been held accountable. So remember that the currency wars can lead to the trade wars, and the trade wars to the world wars, which really they all can be avoided if we actually say, you know what, let's work together. You build up our economy, we'll build up your economy. I scratch your back, you scratch my back. It's just a basic concept. And I feel like a lot of times, since it becomes governmental, we tend to overthink things a lot. So it's like basically the Western Pacific, even after the Chinese People's Liberation Army Air Force inducts the Chengdu J-20 stealth fighter into operational service. And this program, it was under a program that they started in the 90s. You understand what I'm saying? So we're talking about old technology. It just would not be smart for them to even do this. That's the contention of the service's top uninformed officer, who was asked about the potential geopolitical implications of the introduction of the new Chinese warplane. And this is a quote. "When we apply fifth generation technology, it's no longer about a platform. It's about a family of systems," Air Force Chief of Staff General David Goldfein told reporters at the Pentagon on August 10th. "It's about a network, and that's what gives us an asymmetrical advantage. So that's why when I hear about an F-35 versus a J-20, it's almost an irrelevant question. So we shouldn't even be talking about this. You understand? But basically, it's just old fifth generation, old technology. Like I said, you can go read the article. The title of the article, I just lost it. All right, let's get that back up. The reason why America's F-35s will crush China's J-20 stealth fighters in battle on the national interest. At the national interest. So I don't even want to talk about this anymore. I'm done with this. There's gonna be new reports coming as far as like the whole vaccine thing that's coming. All the information. There's 15 states that are now doing mandatory vaccinations. They're passing the bill through the Congress right now, and that's gonna affect a lot of people, especially if you go along with it. You understand? Especially if you go along with it. But I feel like the people, it's about time the people say, you know what, enough is enough, and just say no. Just walk away. Hashtag walk away. They tried to make it about other things, but you have to take these hashtags and make it what it needs to be for you. But with that being said, I'm done, folks. Please subscribe, share, and like, and also go to my store to support me. We're running the best deals right now. I still haven't even updated the deals. I'm just trying to get the word out right now. Go to my website at paradimestore.com, where we have the best brands of nutraceuticals, health supplements, and essential oils. And we're going to be having, in the coming months, we're going to be having new brands. And I don't even want to get into it because it's not really a surprise, but I don't want to jump the gun and get ahead of myself, because I'm trying to get these brands that I'm working with. So I'm not even trying to do these other things, but I have so much in the works right now. I've been very busy. And like I said, I'm going to be doing another report on the vaccinations. We're really going to be getting into the nitty gritty of that and the actual law in these 15 states. And why is Congress making it mandatory? Do they not know the implications? Do they not know the adverse effects that these vaccines have? Do they not understand the chemicals and what they do to our biology, and how they're neurotoxins and all kinds of things? But like I said, I'm gonna give a more extensive breakdown of that in my next video. But thank you for watching this. Till next time, Paradigms, peace, love, and light, and balance. Balance is more important than anything, so balance. Thank you for watching. Till next time.